Hey, Coach. I wanted to ask just about closing out these close games that you guys have been finding yourselves in. I know that was a big deal for you guys last year. You could have won more than you did. Just what is it about those games that the mental stability and the mental focus has to be different than, maybe games that are more in hand towards the end?
Yeah, that's just experience and being in those moments and understanding how to rise to that occasion. For us, last year, a lot of that was on the defensive end, and we've been able to show this year that we've grown in that area and gotten really huge stops late in games. The one that sticks out to me is the 3 stops in a row.
And then with Washington, they have Aaliyah Edwards, who, since entering the starting lineup, she's been a lot better in her rookie year. Just how have you seen her grow and develop, and what makes her so hard to stop?
Yeah, she's so athletic. She's aggressive. She has great feet, great hands. She had a great game against us the last time. We have to do a better job on her. She had some dribble penetrations on us that she took from like the high post area. She's going to get out and run in transition too. So we've got to make sure that we're back and that we have our bigs getting in to spit our guards out, because that's who's getting back first in transition defense.
We'll go Scott, then we'll go Brad on the right.
Anything new you can share on Timmy? How much closer is she getting?
Yeah, she was out at practice today and shoot around and got some extra work in after. We're just waiting on, our trainer, Todd, to give us a thumbs up.
Go Brad, then we'll go back over to Kareem on the left.
Christie, with this stretch of wins, do you feel your team maybe on the off days practice shoot around just a little less pressing, just a little less pressure, maybe a little lighter mood amongst this team right now?
Yeah, I think the weight of that first couple weeks of that schedule just really, had us just trying to figure it out, and just being able to get home, get some practices, get some wins under our belts, get some confidence. It just lightens everything up.
Kareem.
Hey, Chrissy. Mystics have picked up a couple wins since you guys saw them last. As you prepared for this one, how do they look different, or what stands out to you since the last time you saw them?
Yeah, against Atlanta and Chicago, who they picked up those wins against. Sykes made a huge difference in that Atlanta game. That was, it's tough that she's unavailable again. Wishing her well. But really, just, these guys are, you see them connected. They're playing hard. Before we played them the first time, I told our players, these guys are in every game. I mean, they are, and they're hitting big shots. They are shooting the hell out of the basketball. So that's, one of our goals tonight is just to make sure that we are getting out real strong, hard contests in those closeouts and making sure we're not giving them those wide open looks.
Pat.
When you've got this version of Aaliyah, when you've got this version of Aaliyah, can you describe what it does for everybody else? It just kind of seems like everything fits into place better.
Yeah, I mean, she just draws so much attention. When she catches in the post, she's going to draw, a couple defenders. Everyone's in help. And then we've got people around her that are able to knock down shots. Saw a stat the other day in our last game. We took 10 uncontested shots and made 8 out of 10 in that game. And for us, that is huge. So just the confidence that Aaliyah has in her teammates to, when it's collapsing on her, to find those guys who are moving to get open, for those open lanes to get those wide open looks and to knock them down.
Anybody else? No? Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank y'all. Can I say something really quick?
Sure.
Hey, guys, just want to say our thoughts are with the LA team, with Kurt and his team, with what happened with Cameron Brink. That's just really sad, and hope the best for her.
Hi, Galen. I was just wondering what your initial reactions about, the most recent news about Cam Brink's torn ACL. I know you guys are friends.
Yeah, obviously devastating. You don't want to see anybody deal with any sort of an injury, obviously an injury of that magnitude. So I know she's the type of person that'll, be able to get through it and come out through it stronger. But yeah, I mean, it just breaks your heart. She's such a good basketball player, but an even better person. And obviously knowing her and her being one of my friends and kind of going through this process together from when we were 17 years old, like we were roommates on the road in Thailand, and then getting to share like draft weekend together or, award shows our junior year of college. And then, she was obviously having a great start to her rookie season, and then seeing, obviously something so devastating like this. But, I know she'll come back stronger, and I know so many people are thinking of her and praying for her. And I'm sure she's overwhelmed by the support right now, and she definitely deserves it. So knowing the type of person she is, this will only make her better in the long run.
Go Brad on the right.
Caitlin, I asked Christie about kind of the mode of the team with this 3 wins out of 4. She said it just a weight has been lifted off of this group. Do you kind of feel a little lighter mode amongst everybody on the off days, on the in-between days, now that you've gotten a couple of wins in this stretch?
Yeah, I think obviously winning helps a lot of things. It covers up it covers up a lot of, things. Whether it's like certain things you need to learn from in the game, knowing that you had that win at the end of the day, like that just makes things a lot better. So I would definitely agree. I mean, it's definitely been nice to have off days after games recently. We really hadn't had that, so it's easier to go back and look at things that we need to get better at. Some teams that we've played over the course of this stretch we're a little more familiar with, having played them before. I think that certainly helps. And then we'll play over the course of the next week here, especially going on a road trip. We'll have already played most of those teams other but one, I believe. So, yeah, I think it's definitely helped. I think you can feel our confidence kind of growing, and confidence is a huge thing. I think when you can stack wins, it just adds to it. But I think the Mystics are coming in here with that same type of confidence. They've been able to stack some wins. They're playing their best basketball. So this is a game you really have to come in and be prepared for. Not one that you can lose on your home court. We're going to need to use our crowd the best of our advantage. But, I think it definitely gives our group confidence knowing that we've won, 3 of 5 or whatever it is, 4 or 6. I'm not sure. But, yeah.
Christine, go ahead.
Yeah, Caitlin, so I know last night you were over in the other world, the Olympic world. What was your reaction to that? The crowd obviously, gave you a huge roar and just saw you put your finger in the water there. What did you think of that whole scene?
It was so cool. I've obviously never been to the swimming trials before, but just like the energy in the building was absolutely incredible. And I know if I was a swimmer, I was just thinking about their hearts have to be pounding out of their chest when they're walking up there. I'm so lucky I play a team sport. Not everything's on me, but that's individual. It's on them, I guess, other than if they're doing a relay, but it's still individual in your time in the water. So, I just thought they did a great job putting it on. It was dark in there. They had music going, they had lights going. But also it's just cool to see other, athletes and they're doing what they do best, their craft. And it's just fun for me to witness. And obviously the crowd, they gave us a standing ovation and they were all about it. And I just wanted to see how the temperature of the pool was. It was kind of warm. I guess that probably makes sense. So the swimmers don't get shocked when they jump in. But I would have loved to stay there all night, but I had to get to bed, obviously, because we had a game today. So, but just such a cool environment, atmosphere, and fun to be around that crowd, and just happy for all those swimmers, honestly.
Anybody else?